What's up guys, this is Chronic Rush and welcome to episode 37 of my FIFA 14 Road to Gold Around the World series. Welcome back guys. As you can see here now, everyone in the transfer list has now sold, which means we've got a coin total of around 72k, which is a pretty decent amount for the upcoming leagues, some of the bigger leagues and stuff like that. But we're going to be moving on to the Eredivisie or the Netherlands League next, which you can see here. I'm going to be doing the squad builder for. We're going to start off with a goalkeeper under the name of Veldhuizen. Netherlands keeper plays for Vitesse in the Eredivisie. Just an all-round discard price, solid keeper with decent stats across the board in all the main areas you want. So I thought that'd be the best shout for in goal. The Eredivisie got quite a few decent silver players this year in FIFA 14. FIFA 13 they had some fairly solid silvers as well, but I found the defence was fairly lacking, and I think I didn't do too well. That's mainly because of the pace and the work rates of the right backs and left backs. The full backs had mainly, the majority of them I used all had high attacking, and if you got centre backs with very low pace, you just can't keep up with the strikers, and you don't have enough defensive power at the back, shall I say. So it's nice to see that now in FIFA 14's Eredivisie, shall I say, there's two fairly pacey centre backs under the name of Jorgensen, both PSV. Jorgensen and Rekic, I think it is, this player you just see here, who I go and pick up with the Senegal chemistry style one, which was a fairly good buy, I think, for about 3.3k, I do believe, and I could probably sell him on for a bit more later on, but we've got decent pace at the back now, 86 pace, 73 pace, 70, I think it was 7 pace maybe, as well as the left back we're going to pick up is a player called Willems, another PSV youngster, silver player, and pick him up for about 1800 coins with 80 odd pace, 72 rated overall, but again with the high attacking work rate, so I thought I'd just go for the gamble. Both my right back and left back both have high attacking work rates, so I just thought maybe go for them, see how it works. I've got a bit pacey, more pacey centre backs now, so hopefully I could just be able to maintain defensive structure at the back. Because sometimes I just saw that if I'd go on the attack, I use the wide people quite a bit in FIFA. If I go on attack, pass it back to my left back, and maybe he goes up the field a bit too far, I've always seen there's a massive hole at the back, and my centre backs just can't keep up with the very fast wingers indeed. Moving on to the midfield here, we start off picking up a player called Henriksen. He's a Norway centre mid, plays for AZ, and goes for about 500 coins, and he's got fairly solid stats across the board. Not the fastest of players, 69 pace, but 69 pace, 68 shot. Just all well-rounded stats, and high both attacking and defensive. So he could always play in a fairly holding midfield role. That's what we need in the 4-3-3 4th version. Go and pick up this player called Classy, plays for Feyenoord. Again, very similar player to Henriksen. Fairly solid stats across the board. Going for a central attacking mid here, we're looking for a player called Wijnaldum, or Wijnaldum. I'm not too sure you pronounce that, fairly odd name. I think you just missed the J out, but plays as a cam, 86 pace, 84 dribbling. Picked him up in the Maestro formation, chemistry style, sorry, which is probably the best chemistry style for any centre attacking mid indeed. So hopefully he should be a fairly solid player. Looking for this left mid here to pay, another PSV youngster, absolutely fantastic player, 87 pace, 73 shooting. Go and put him on the left wing for about 8.1k, which I think was a fairly solid buy at the time of the market. Moving on to the right wing, go and look for a player called Bojan, Spanish, plays for Ajax, and pick him up actually in the Hunter chemistry style, mainly because his pace isn't the highest, well, for a winger, I find, so I thought maybe if his pace was up a bit more to about, using the Hunter's chemistry style, that could be a lot more beneficial for the player, and hopefully he could be fairly solid bombing down that right wing. And moving on to the final player of this squad, it's going to be the striker. We're going to have the Italian stallion of Pele, going to pick up his in-form version, picked him up for about 11.75k, which was a fairly decent buy in my eyes. Fairly solid across the board. He's got very good shooting, very good heading. Not the fastest players, but definitely works very, very well in this formation. Quickly go and apply a fitness card onto Pele. Go and apply the bench onto the players before we get into the first game of this series, episode, sorry. squad. As you can see there, got a mix of gold players. Majority of them are silver. So if you guys are looking for a solid silver team, I definitely recommend picking up the Eredivisie. You got also Bakali, another PSV short, right wing, so you could put him in the right wing spot. You've also got quite a few silver, decent quality centre mids who you could replace for Classy. I think you got an alright keeper, maybe an inform one. Not too sure on that one. I know you definitely got a bunch of silver keepers. Let's have a quick look while we're waiting until we get into the game. Go and pick up the club stuff, picking up the likes of kits. Go and pick up the Ajax away kit, as well as the Vitesse home kit, as well as the Vitesse badge as well. Don't know why, but stuff like that. So yeah, there's plenty of silver keepers you could use if you were to build this squad. You've also got in the centre attack and mid role, Lucas Piazon could be fairly solid there. You got his inform version, however that is on the left hand side. So you got a number of different options you could fill in the spots where I've got gold players if you were to build a silver squad. But we're going to go into the first game of this episode with this Eredivisie squad, coming against a German squad here in the 4-3-3 VIF version, which is not too attacking, I would think of myself. But he goes and starts in the 3rd minute here, whips this corner in, and Mats Hummels there is for the header there to make that 1-0 in the 4th minute. Straight after that, we go and get another corner straight down his end of the field, and Pele is going to head that home with his 88 heading or something ridiculous to go and make that 1-1. Both goals coming from corners so far in this game. Moving to the 24th minute here, nice interception from our player, and we're going to go on the attack here. Pass it into Van Rijk here, our right back, and he's Wijnaldum pick up this ball, and Pele, fantastic work to cut back inside, and what a fantastic shot indeed to make that 2-1 in the 26th minute there. We move to the 34th minute here, nice through ball down into Bender, and then a very nice through ball into Gomez, but a nice interception there. We're going to go on the attack. Depay picks this ball up over the top ball. Unfortunately, he'd go and tackles me just before, but a lovely tackle from Rekic, and we're going to lose possession there, but he's going to pick it up. Rekic probably did a better way of getting the tackle, however, we are now outnumbered at the back. Thomas Muller's going to whip that in, and an own goal from our centre-back PSV. I think it is the Denmark centre-back there, which is fairly frustrating because I just tried to clear it straight away. However, he took an extra touch, but that made it 2-2 just before half-time. A lovely shot from Lars Bender, but thank God for that save there. You see a number of those shots from the corners coming back out, and the keeper just has no chance there. He goes and picks up another corner, though. He's got a lot of height in that box. Gomez, his two centre-backs, some very good height, whips that ball in. Nice clearance from my player, falls to the path of Lance Bender, who's going to go for a shot. Nice save from my keeper. Hummels there gets that header, and it eventually falls into Mario Gomez, who's going to tuck that in just before half-time to make that 3-2 there. Then move into the 60-minute mark here, and he swings that ball in. Nice save from my keeper, and we're going to clear this ball out into the path of Pele. Pele picks this ball up, pass it into Bojan. Unfortunately, it just didn't meet, but Wijnaldum is going to pick this ball up, and he's going to be sprinting down the right hand side. Thank God his player took out his player, because I would have been able to cut inside and blast that into the bottom left hand corner to make that 3-3 in the 66th minute. Then move to the 84th minute, a way wide pass falls into the path of my centre mid, who passes it in to Wijnaldum, who's going to chip it over the keeper to make that 4-3. And I thought we had this game under the belt, scoring in the 86th minute with a very nice chip through ball indeed. Williams there though making a mistake, and instead of passing it down the line, he just kicks it out for a throw-in, which may lead to a bad thing happening now. He picks this ball up with Thomas Muller, and pulled out my centre-back too far. As you can see here, quick 1-2, cuts inside, open goal. Very, very nice finish indeed from Mario Gomez, the absolute tank of a German striker. But that made it 4-4, which was fairly annoying to actually get, because I really thought I had that game under control, especially towards the end where I was coming back, getting the goals. Got the goal in the 86th minute, and all you have to do is hold it, but I always seem to lose the ball straight from kickoff, and he always seems to go and score. But we're going to come into the second game of this episode, come up against a Brazilian squad here, some very nice players indeed. Going to the 3rd minute here, and I go for a shot, gets blocked out for a corner. Van Rijk is going to swing this ball in, Rekic at the back post, going to head that. Saver makes a very comfortable save there from Julio Cesar. He's going to whip that ball out into Luis Gustavo. And this guy's on the counter-attack, as you can see here. Lucas into the path of Alex Palo. And Palo has just got absolutely outstanding pace. Going to put that across the goal into the path of Osvaldo, who's going to make that 1-0 in the 6th minute there. An over top ball here into my player here, and he's going to be one of the keeper. Nice challenge there from his player. However, he brings me down, and that's going to be a red card there. Miranda up picking up a red card. And we're going to get a free kick here to pay. I don't score from this free kick, but it's a very close attempt, I think. I just hit the post here off the top of the wall. If I had a bit less power, maybe, it probably may have. Then move to the 39th minute here, and he's going to pass it again into Alex Pato. He's just got outstanding pace. Goes around a number of my players here, and I just couldn't keep up with him. Even with 86 pace, my right back just couldn't keep up with him. Bad slide tag for myself, and Lucas is going to out-jump my player there to go and win that header to make that 2-1 gone in. Move just into the second half here. Bojan picks the ball up, a nice through ball into Henriksen. I'm going to go on the counter-attack here, just from a corner, I do believe, of his. Finds some space, and Bojan cuts that inside, I do believe, and hits that home to make that 2-1 in the 49th minute there, and the comeback was on. Moving into the 50-minute play, some possession play. I knew I needed to keep the ball a bit more, just to make sure he doesn't score anymore. Over the top ball into Wilnadom here, and he's going to be running on, using his pace, cuts inside of Dante there, through ball into the likes of Pele, and he's not going to miss that shot whatsoever to make that 2-2 in the 52nd minute there. Then moving to the 57th minute here, player wins that ball, and should have done better with the clearance, and he's going to capitalise on that. Alex Pato there scoring another goal to make it 3-2 in the 59th minute. In the 66th minute here, though, in through ball into Classy, finds a nice through ball into the path of Bojan. Unfortunately, that doesn't go in, but a very nice clearance from his player falls into the path of Pele, yeah. I scored an overhead kick with Pele in the 68th minute. Open goal overhead kick, but I'm not complaining. Moving into the 80th minute here, see the run of Bojan. His player just seems to stop. Bojan is one with the keeper. He brings the keeper out, but I'm going to take my time and put that right in the corner to make that 4-3 in the 84th minute. And I was not letting this game go towards him for the draw. And we go and carry on to go and get the win there. I had more possession, more shots, I do feel, and I definitely deserved the win there. So very happy with that 4-3 win. Unfortunately, I couldn't get that in the first game. But guys, this has come to the end of the episode. If you remember to like the episode, click that button. Also remember to subscribe to Station to this series, and any feedback in the comments would be appreciated, guys. This has been Courage. Till next time, adios.